here as we bring you live Drutter Madness. Once again from Drutter Brothers Studios. The first game of the actual Drutter Madness, the field of 64, has been set. And we are ready to get underway. Sorry for the delay. We're about 15 minutes behind schedule here. They had to quickly re-sanitize the arena as we're getting ready for tip-off. Louisville Cardinals versus the Akron Zips. You got Drutter Brother Cooley and Drutter Brother Kleiny. Here's the tip, and Louisville will control the tip. No surprise there. Center Steven Enoch standing 6'10", getting up one time, but cannot capitalize on the start of the possession as the Zips take the ball back and zip up court for some around-the-horn action. Driving into the paint, dishes down low, and the dunk inside from the little guy. That's guard. I missed the number there, but one of the guards slashing in for a layup there for the Zips, taking the early 2-point lead. As Louisville dribbles around, takes a contested shot, gets blocked, but gets the ball back. You wonder why he went up there with a couple tall guys right in his face, but the drive in there. And the finish by number 11, Dwayne Sutton, a big 6'5", 220 forward, putting tying the game up for them as it's poked away by Louisville guard and finished with a smooth layup. Number 33, forward Jordan Wara with the poke away. No, that is what the number Jordan Wara usually wears. That was, of course, number 33, Ryan McMahon guard with the breakaway layup there. We're still getting our feet under us here this afternoon. See, I'm out of it already here. How about you, Brother Kleiny? I need a cup of coffee or something.
Oh, that's the same goes. I've had my second cup of coffee. Oh, I just went off this mango for the third time. We're moving out on the fall here, folks. We're matures, as one would say, but we're figuring out slowly, and we hope to give you a show.
Well, thanks for that input. I might have to join you in that second cup of coffee, as it looks like Louisville could use one too. An errant pass causes a turnover as he steps out of bounds trying to corral it, and the Zips take advantage, getting it down low. That might have been center Dane Riak, although he usually doesn't get the start. Maybe forward Zaire Williams. Putting the Zips back, tied up at 4. Again inside, doesn't get it to go, but the foul is called. And that is number 33, my eyes aren't what they used to be. Cameron Reese, he's the one who put that layup in. Let's see if he gets 2 more here. So the Zips take the lead on the Cardinals, up 1. Don't count them out. We got an upset watch going early on here. 7.5 left in the first half. We're all about courts here, not quarters per se, but courts. 2 pints make a quart. We need to leave it all on there, and the Zips certainly are early. Louisville takes their time. Some nice pass work as the jumper won't fall. Kind of a quick shot there early on the shot clock. They're usually a pretty good passing team, working it in and out. Let's see if they can get Nwora involved early on here. He puts in some quality minutes and scores about 18 points a game for the Cardinals. Let's see if they try to get him here on this possession. Any insights on Nwora, Klein?
Well, I actually had a chance to catch up with Nora's father, so Nora from Buffalo, New York. She told me he prefers fight over the Buffalo because they're a bit more shaggy in the winter. Shaggy is by far his most favorite reggae musician. It wasn't this stuff up. Anyways, back to b-ball. He was the 2019 ACC Most Improved Player and earned 13 All-ACC honors. His father told before the game he's actually his favorite child behind Sister Kaylee. He didn't rank the other two, but didn't really go over very well. Much love. Shane. Last thing is he mentioned he's always wanted to meet Beyonce. Well, brother Adam, surprise, we're twins. I guess stars are just like us. Back to you in the game.
That's right. I think we all might be twins on that one, wanting to meet Beyonce. I don't see her in the crowd, as we don't see anything but looks like, if you've seen The Matrix, some computer kind of guys in the crowd here. That might be so the players feel a little more at home as they play in these empty arenas. Number 11 for the Zips, Tyler Cheese. Don't be confused with Cheese. Either way, he's cutting it up out there. 2 free throws down the hatch for Akron. Speaking of down the hatch, I wouldn't mind gobbling some cheese here. Crackers and cheese, it's one way to please. That's what we always say. As Louisville takes the ball back.
Throw some sausage. You got a party, son.
That's right. Don't call it a sausage party because there's cheese involved. As Louisville does not let Akron get too far ahead, keeping it within 2 with a nice shot there out of number 1, Jordan Nora again. Usually wearing number 33. That honor will not be had this game, as that jersey seemed to be unavailable. The Zips dribble back down, kick it to the corner. Looks like he bowls over the Louisville defender. No foul call, but the ball don't lie, as the layup will not fall. Akron missing an opportunity there, although also getting away with an offensive foul. A shot from deep. We haven't seen too many threes this game, but number 11 from Louisville, Dwayne Sutton, putting it in from deep, a 35.4% three-point shooter. Let's see if he stays hot as Louisville takes the lead by 1. Akron back down, tries to push it inside. A little height mismatch there. And, would have been advised to maybe kick it back out. Louisville definitely had the height advantage in there with Steven Enoch at 6'10", blocking that shot. Speaking of Enoch, gets it down low, puts it up, and the ball will not roll in. We've seen some lids on the basket. This game, scoring quite a few points, but these last 2 possessions, we've seen a little bit of that lid, as that layup will fall for the Zips, putting them back up 1. That's number 12, Lauren Christian Jackson.
Don't get confused with the holy Christian. He's your son. He doesn't throw up fires. No, he throws up dimes. He's on point today.
That's right. He is on point. Point guard, that is. Oh, as he can't get that one to go, it will not fall. But a nice steal and a nice move down there to try to get some more points for the Zips. The Cardinals pass around the 3-point, getting inside to Enoch. He goes up, gets fouled, and 1. This is Drutter Madness, baby. Excuse me for talking over you there, Kleiny. Did you have something to say?
Oh, nothing here. Just enjoying the show here, Drutter Adam.
That's what we're all about. No showboating, just the show. Trying to bring the people some entertainment as Enoch tries to make it a 3-point play. He drains the free throw, taking advantage of that charity. Speaking of charity, wasn't that your old housekeeper growing up, Charity McMahon?
Oh, my dad. Talk about her anymore. My mom doesn't much. I don't know really what happened there, but I had a brother when I was 7. I don't know.
Well, all right. We'll table that talk for another time as Steven Enoch dribbles around inside and kicks it out to number 33, Ryan McMahon. Swings it over to number 1, Jordan Wara. Let's see if somebody puts up a shot. Louisville heating up a little bit from outside as they dribble in, kick back out to Nwora. He's hit a 3 already this game. McMahon dribbles inside, back to Nwora. Dribble drive, 5 on the shot clock. Got to get a shot up. Nwora takes one from deep, won't get it to go, but Enoch with the follow-up. Can't put that one down either. Louisville getting the board, but not able to take advantage of the second chance points. Zips coming out with it from the 3-point line, and they'll get one to go. Smooth, silky shot there from number something. It was one of the guys from the Zips. He put it up. Looks like it might have been your man, Tyler Cheese. Take a picture. It'll last longer.
Going on the highlight night, brother Ed. I can tell you what.
It certainly will. We'll try to bring you some highlights later in the week, and that one might be on there. silky smooth like the cheese that he enjoys. Some of that creamy brie. Speaking of Brie, that Brie Larson really is a good actress, you know. She's been in quite a few things. Superhero movies, serious movies. I just can't get enough of her. I tell you. As the Zips take it down low for the jam. Showing Louisville that they're here to play. They are not scared of the matchup here. As I'm trying to check the bracket. I believe it's a 4 and 13. Yes, a 4. The Cardinals a 4. The Zips a 13. Showing no sign of fear from the Zips as Louisville goes to the line and brings it to within 2. That was number 3, Malik Williams, I believe. Making one, missing the other. Louisville within 2, 17-15, 2.5 left in the first. The Zips get it down low but can't capitalize. These jitters still affecting people in the field of 64. We saw a lot of it in the first 4 play-in games. Not a lot here, but definitely still some jitters. Let's see if they calm down at halftime and we get some more offensive fireworks. As always, when we say let's see, that is not a command, it's just a suggestion. Feel free to come and go as you please. No grudges held, only drudges, which means druther grudges, which are, you know, not really grudges. They're more just like, I only begrudge you if you're not getting your druthers. So if this is not your druthers, please find your druthers out there and don't feel like you got to stick around, although we would love to have you. Shout-outs coming as the Zips try to get the old lasso play going. Haven't seen that one since 84, but, you know, never hurts to bring out an old-time play, something that these new kids might not have seen.
Yeah, that's inspired by the great Clint Eastwood, actually, back in his Dirty Harry days.
Ah, Eastwood. I used to live on Eastwood. Never had a neighbor named Clint, though, so, you know, only a partial connection.
Yeah, 6th degree from bacon, you know? Funny fact.
Yeah, a truly funny fact. It might make you laugh out loud if you think about it for a minute. As the Zips go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, we don't think, we just say you're a Druther Brothers.
That's right. There's no thinking, no wits, all wagers, as we like to say, as Tyler Cheese goes back to the line and puts the Zips up 5 and goes right back down and fouls. Louisville getting a little bit of a break with the foul there. Can take a breather and try to close this gap with the time stop the momentum of the Zips. They do not want to go into half with the Akron can carry momentum like this, because if they get hot, watch out. They got some shooters over there. Lauren Jackson, as we mentioned earlier, shoots 42.8% from the three-point line, and your boy, the Big Cheese, shoots almost 35%. So definitely get some guys that can knock it down, as Louisville closes it to within 3, knocking both of those down. I believe that was Dwayne Sutton again at the line, number 11. Louisville pokes it away. Dwayne Sutton goes inside to number 33, Ryan McMahon, the guard, putting in the layup to draw within 1, and a rightful timeout taken by Akron. Shout out to LBJ, hometown. We hope the King is in the building. We doubt it, but you never know. Back to Akron. They're trying to take this timeout to stem Louisville's momentum. A little back and forth on the momentum there. We call that tug of war.
Yeah, Brother Ed, I actually had a chance to catch up with John Gross, former Illini coach now. He said that we absolutely must score more points than the other ifs, ands, or buts about it. Followed up ifs and buts for Kitty and Nut. We'll have a Merry Christmas. Told him, dude, we're about 3 months past Christmas. You need we're a coach. And he doesn't actually celebrate Christmas because he's allergic. Told him that was possible, but he begged to differ. Well, anyway, safe to say Mythbusters will be on the case in about 9 months. Back to you, Druther Ed.
Well, hey, that was some nice insight there from Druther Brother Kleiny. Some nice words from John Gross. You know, some real insightful stuff. You wonder if he didn't have that kind of insider knowledge about candy and nuts and ifs and buts when he was at Illinois. We saw a lot more ifs and buts than candy and nuts. The sugar-coated kind, of course, not the inappropriate NSFW kind. As Louisville goes to the line, number 33 again, Ryan McMahon putting down the first. to give Louisville a 2-point lead.
Yeah, this guy shoots like a smooth buff, you know what I mean?
I certainly think I know what you mean, and if I don't, well, hey.
Hayes for horses, my friend.
Hayes certainly is for horses. And don't hold your horses, but hang on to your horses, as this contest is not slowing down. The energy is remaining. I imagine it'll only get better with a halftime rest. Louisville takes it back down. 45 seconds left in the first half. Louisville up 2 on the Zips. The Zips up 5 just a minute ago. Louisville getting back in this one. Using some of their quickness to make some steals and make some plays. Zips get it down low, but Steven Enoch denying yet another shot. The big fella having a good game on defense down low. As Akron gets a little Jonesy down low there, trying to prevent a quick shot from number 3, Malik Williams, but they'll put him at the line as they are in the bonus. Malik Williams gets the first to fall, a 64.8% free throw shooter. Let's see if he gets the second. And he gets that one to fall, bounces in. The Zips maybe looking for the last shot here in the half. Wanting to close that lead before half. Kicks it out to the 3-point line. He's not much of a shooter though. Pass the ball over to number 2, Zaire Williams. He'll jump, he'll rise, he'll shoot, he'll make. Right at the buzzer. That's the kind of thing you like to see going into the locker room. Though confidence to just take it himself and say, hey, we're not going away. We're coming into this half down 2, and we're here to play, Louisville. And there's a replay of that last second shot there, really just stroking the net.
Drutter Madness, baby.
It sure is. It is Drutter Madness here. There's some breakdown. Akron shooting almost 50% from the field. Louisville still in the lead despite not shooting quite as well. As we pick back up here, let's take a quick break so we can review some of the first half here with Drutter Kleining. What do you think? Do either team have some big adjustments to make, or they just going to come out kind of doing the same thing and hope for the best?
You know what? I think Drutter Madness, we got to get back to basics. We got to remember those days when we're doing foot fire, karaoke, shuffle. Really get back to the basics and set your core and play some defense. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Defense wins championships. I mean, you hear it over and over again. You just got to get back to them. Whoever found that that core instinct of basketball, just playing with a calm sense of not a sense of urgency. I expect it to be a close half, and I expect Coach Grosh to give them pep talk at halftime, and we'll see what happens.
We certainly will. And with that, let's get back to the action. Shout out to Mark and Tyler joining. That's right. It is just one person, folks. Mark and Tyler is viewing live. Give him a wave. Give him a shout out. Thanks for joining. Back to the game. Louisville up 2 as we start the second half. Zips with the ball. Kicks it to the wing. Dishes inside to number 24, Dane Riak, the center. He dribbles around, puts it up, won't get it to fall, but he's here to tell Enoch that he's not going away. He's not scared of SWAT-tastic, as we've been calling him. SWAT team to SWAT team. That's better. I like that one. Let's go get the SWAT team. Steven Enoch. But Dane Riak will not be scared as number 1, Chanel Banks, dribbles around. Surprised there's no 5 count. Must not be within range here. You want him to do something with the ball here. And he looks content to just dribble his shot clock out. Takes the shot, and it looks like he knew what he was doing. Lulling the defense to sleep. Rockabye baby, as they say, in the treetop. I guess that's where the Cardinals prefer it, up in the treetops. Flitting their wings, and with that little steal there, Louisville coming out of the half dominant, flitting all over, and pecking their way to a 6-point lead. Akron, though, they ain't going away. They're here. Number 33, Cameron Reese with the put back in to draw back to within 4. And a block down low. It's not just Enoch making swats. Zips here to say we can play D2. Well, they play D1, but they can play D as well. These are all D1 squads. All hard workers. Every athlete here puts in the work all season long. We're just glad we can give them an opportunity to showcase their stuff. Even though the halves are shortened, the format is a little funky, we're glad they can come out and compete one last time. As Louisville, Enoch maybe getting a little overconfident on the jam and missing off the back of the iron. You wonder if Riot got in his head a little bit. The 3 dribbles in there for Tyler Cheese. That's not Swiss. No holes in his game. That's some creamy brie. Although a little bounce around there, maybe some blue cheese, a little funk on that shot. Enoch right back in the game. He's having an outstanding game down low. A few misses, but he just keeps putting them back in. He's their second leading scorer, 9.5. He's got to be close to that average here. The Zips dribble down, kick to the wing, drive inside to the elbow, back out. Holds it, pivots, pivot. Name that quote. I know Ann Merrill might know that one. That's a friend's quote there from your boy Ross Geller. Geller, I hardly know her. Don't keep her in your cellar. As Louisville refuses to be a basement dweller as they rise up for another fast break dunk. Pushing the lead to 5. 32-27. 7 minutes left in the second half. Zips dribble around. That's guard Lauren Christian Jackson. We'll check it in here when we have a break in the action. I think Drutter Brother Kleiny had a chance to talk to his family as well. We'll try to get some info here in a few seconds. As the Zips put up a layup inside. Scoring 2. Kleiny, any news on Lauren Christian Jackson?
Yeah, Lauren Christian Jackson to be exact. Chicago native. Woo! He sells off ball screens in the open court. Coach says he's a gifted leader with a high basketball IQ. He's a high character guy with a relentless work ethic and knows what it takes to get better. I was able to catch up with his mother, Paula, before the game, and she mentioned the key to his success has always been his ability to eat kale at every meal. The conversation actually ended right there.
Oh, kale no.
Nope, I said nope. She had no business bringing that wretched poison into the conversation. I'm not sure it was his real mom. Lauren, if you hear this, please consider a DNA test. Kale is a dangerous weapon, son.
And with that, we go back to the game where the dangerous weapons from Louisville seem to have slowed down a bit, missing a few shots here in the last few minutes. Both teams gone a little cold, but Akron able to draw the lead back to 3. But Louisville at the fast break dunk. There's that speed we talked about. Number 11, Dwayne Sutton with the jam to push the lead back to 5. Louisville, there's the difference right there. You can see it, 12 points off turnovers compared to 2 for the Zips. That's the huge difference in the game here. You got to think. But as Brother Kleiny mentioned, we don't really think. We just say. So, hey, one way or another, we let you do the thinking for us. Number 12, whistle for the foul. That's Lauren Christian Jackson right there. It looks like his ears might have been ringing.
Not enough kale, Brother Ed.
Or too much at that. Jordan Wara bangs inside and the pass gets stolen there as the Zips bring it back down with guard Lauren Christian Jackson. Nope, passing over. And Cameron Reese will go to the line shooting 2. He's been to the line a few times today. A 61.9% shooter. I believe he's knocked them all down. Let's say if he falls back to average or can stay hot. Sherlake in that charity, he must have had the same babysitter growing up or wet nurse, whatever you call it these days. As he has found the charity stripe to be very, very giving. That one bounces in as well, bringing the lead back down to 3. The Zips not going away, hanging around here. But Enoch getting inside cannot get the and one, protesting that foul call. I might have to agree with that. Let him play here. Touch fouls, we're not supposed to be touching, so there should be no such thing as a touch foul. Let him play.
Yeah,
Enoch.
I had a chance to catch up with the refs before the game, and it sounds like with this quarantine, they haven't been able to get their daily contacts replaced, and it's creating a lot of strain on these guys. I feel for them, I really do.
Well, knowing that, I wish we would have known that earlier. We wouldn't have railed so hard on them. Speaking of rails.
A little pie seed in there, and they'll be all right.
Well, all right. Flaxseed is the way I always go, but speaking of rails, there's that game where you play the railroads. I believe it's called Jumping the Line. I don't think that's quite right. Maybe you got some insight on that. I heard it's a good one. Board games are a good way to pass the time during this quarantine. Trains, planes, and automobiles, maybe?
Yeah, there's only a few lines that I'm doing, Drutter, and I'm not really comfortable talking about it.
And I think that's a good decision. That's why we don't show ourselves live on air. We want to bring you just the game and nothing else. As the Zips go down 7, pushing the ball up, swinging around, good passing, but they got to start putting up some points here. Get back in this one before Louisville can really take a lead. A good shot in the face of Enoch there by Dane Riak. As we said, showing no fear. You got to get back on D, though, young man. As Enoch running the floor, you like to see that from the big guy as he throws one down. Reminds me of a young Luke Longley.
Yeah, these guys throw down better than most people throw up. What a beaut.
Couldn't have said it better, Kleiny. Couldn't have said it better. As a shot from outside falls for the Zips, once again showing that they're not going away. Was he on the line there, though? Was that a 2 or 3? Let's find out. Looks like it was just a 2. As Louisville draws to within 5. A nice shot either way.
Review that, Brother, and I'm surprised they didn't take that to the booth and take a look at that. That could be the difference maker in this game.
You're right. I'm surprised they didn't take it to the booth. Not John Wilkes, but the review booth. John Wilkes, just a little quick history lesson, of course, as you know, was a actor back in the day. He's famous for something else. I'm not quite being able to put my mind on it, but we'll get back to you there. As an impact moment there, Louisville with a nice play to get to the line. That's number 1. That's right, you guessed it, Jordan Nora.
Nora, I hardly know her.
And that's what he said when we asked him about that cheerleader that kept waving to him. But, we'll let personal lives be personal lives. We don't want to do too much digging. I get tired doing digging, I'm not zero from holes, okay? I'm not a champion digger here. John Henry, he was another good one. There was that day he beat the steam engine. But
True American hero.
True American hero. The Zips, some more good passing as they kick it over to the baseline. Post dribbles, kicks out to the 3-point line. Lauren Christian Jackson with it. Oh, excuse me, that's Zaire Williams. And the ball will be poked out. Zips will keep possession. They pass down to Williams on the back into the block. Number 24, Dane Riak, not being able to make it happen that time. Enoch with the pass down low, the big man doing it all. Passing, dunking, running. I think he's even running his mouth a little bit there. As number 33, Ryan McMahon, goes up and will shoot 2. Looks like Louisville might be taking a commanding lead here as Ryan McMahon knocks down the first. He's a 93.2% free throw shooter, guys. I don't imagine he's going to miss one here.
Any relation to Vince McMahon, the WWE legend?
I'm not sure on that. We'll have to check our files. I don't believe so, but never say never. As, look at that. We talked earlier about the announcer curse, and there it was again saying he won't miss. He misses. My apologies go out to Ryan McMahon. I can't help but feel that I had a say in that, but that might just be hubris.
If Louisville loses this game, brother, I'd be watching your back.
As it sounds like viewer Z-Pants is rooting for Louisville, claiming Patino's the better coach. Now, that might be a true statement, or it might be a Grosh statement. I think it's both. A statement on John Grosh. There's a reason that Illinois fired him, maybe. Doing an okay job for Akron this year, clearly getting them to the tournament, but It does look like Patino was able to make the better adjustments at halftime. Thanks for the insights, Z-Pants, a.k.a. Mark and Tyler.
Brother Ed, I did some research on that John Brooks move, and it looks like he actually made a stage debut at age 17, supporting the role of Earl of Richmond in Richard III, of Baltimore's Charles Street Theater. More to come, but interesting stuff.
Very. Earl the Pearl, I believe they used to call that character, as Louisville drops another pearl in the bucket with that layup. The Zips, though, again saying no, we will not go away, putting in the layup on the other end. Layup here, layup there, everywhere, layup. And that's a great way to score, too, although I prefer the dunk. Dunkaroos were a great snack back in the day, weren't they? Louisville brings it back down, post to the elbow, down to the knee. That's what we call it. I think it's the block, but we'll say knee. Knees, shoulders, elbows, toes. Wiggle them. Stay on your toes on D. Move your feet. Don't reach. The Zips got plenty of time as they get it in down low. That again to Zirie Williams, the 6'9" forward for the Zips, putting in the nice layup off the nice cut to draw within 3. Down low, Enoch going up. Zips thought they got away with one there, but the refs say no. We will go to the line and shoot 2. Enoch puts it up, bounces, and it'll fall. He's really had the shooter's touch today. He must have prayed to the basketball gods, luck of the Irish, something. Is Enoch Irish? I can't say that it is. It might be.
Enoch is, you ever seen the Star Wars movie with the little furry thing?
I think those are Ewoks.
Oh.
But a close connection as Louisville gets the steal and a silky in-your-face 3 from Dwayne Sutton. Senior from hometown Louisville, playing for the last time for his Cards. He definitely does not want to go home. Showing all his cards, or maybe hiding them here to the last 2 minutes, not putting up a 3 till now. That one looked good, pushing the lead to 8. As he is definitely leaving it all on the court. Both pints. Speaking of pints, if you're thirsty, feel free to grab one. We're over here drinking some peach pear LaCroix, but I think some NAs will be coming at our 2:30 game. That's right, folks. Game 2 of Drutter Madness will premiere later today around 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in as the bracket continues. Brackets still available. Get them in by tomorrow at noon. DrutterBrothers.com. All playing games are also viewable up there. While you're there, feel free to check out our swag shop. Hashtag shameless plug. Hashtag Frank Gallagher. Hashtag Gallagher, I hardly know her. Louisville dribbles, content to waste some clock as they are up 6. Akron playing good defense, but not really going for the steal here. Interesting strategy from both teams. We'll see how it plays out, Cotton. Oh, Noir, the same move won't work twice, young man. As he tries the old rockabye baby move, lulling the defense to sleep. The Zips stay on their toes, knees, shoulders, and get the block on that one as we see that highlight dunk from Noir earlier in the game. Let's get back to the action and see if the Zips can get the ball back after that block. 1:10 left. Zips down 6, still in it, but needing a quick steal here. As we see possession Akron, but the foul's a little uneven here. Shout out to cousin Anthony Lagilia of Lagilia Art. If you need a doodle, he's your doodle. He's a pretty good drawer, tattoo artist. Well, might be sending some of these players his way for some new championship ink. Got to get through the first round first, though. Louisville looking good. Zips still playing hard. You love the heart from both teams. Heart on your sleeve, heart on your arm. I'm sure he does heart tattoos. Let's get back to the game as the Zips bring it up.
I know I got a heart on, you know what I mean?
Hey, nothing but hard-ons here. We keep it PG. The pass in. Zips working it around the arc. Let's see if they put up a 3. They got some shooters as well. Instead, deciding to try to go right in the face of Enoch. An interesting move as he's been Nothing but solid down there. Nora dribbling for Louisville, and he'll get fouled, sending Nora to the line, an 81.3% free throw shooter. Ooh, no, they're not in the bonus yet, so a nice strategy by the Zips. 43 seconds here left in the second half. Louisville will go to the line as the Zips starting to play a little bit of desperation.
Looks like this just isn't John Grosh's year. You know, the magic isn't there.
It sure isn't. Malik Williams puts in the first and knocks down the second. Louisville just keeping this lead, just extended enough where it seems just within grasp but out of reach at the same time. Almost like the dream job.
Yeah. I think the Zips are going to need a little help from their sixth man, Antoine Tyler, here pretty soon if there's any hope in pulling this one out.
Yeah. Speaking of pulling out, oh, no, we can't go there. We did say this was a PG show. Pulling gout is, not the best way to go. That's what we were talking about. Gout used to be called the king's disease because you get it when you're a little too gluttonous. And, with people freaking out and rationing, no need to ration. You can just shop normal at your local grocery stores. Let the food supply chain restock itself as Akron looks to restock its score from the charity stripe, as we call it. We explained that one earlier. And they cannot take advantage, missing the first, number 24, not to call him out, but that's Dan Riak, big center. He's had a good game, but not able to knock either of those down. That hurts a little bit as they could have used those points to restock that score and draw a little bit closer. Louisville going back to the line with Jordan Nwora. And he misses the first. Akron getting a break there, corralling the rebound, knocking his own player over on his haste up the court, but getting it over to Ziria Williams. Pass inside. That's number 24, Dane Riak again, working against Enoch. Puts it up, will not get the roll. He's really had some good-looking shots even when contested, but not getting the roll here late. Under 10 seconds as Louisville puts the cap on the game with the alley-oop slam. And that'll just do it for the Zips as Louisville will win this one, up 10. And Enoch with the last second block just to assert his last dominance. A good game from the Zips. They fought hard, but in the end, Louisville just too much. Cardinal Red swarming the courts as they will be moving on to round 2. No real surprise here, but early on, the Zips were giving the Cardinals quite a scare. Glad to see both teams really played hard, and no shame should be felt on either side as we go in to check in with some of the players of the game.
Before we do Drutter Ad, I was able to connect with Lauren Christian Jackson before he hopped off into the locker room. He said, I'm a junior. I'm coming back next year. We're gonna be back here. We're gonna be better. I'm gonna eat less kale. He knows he's got the right things in mind to focus on next year getting better. I think John Grosh has got a leader here in the team, and I think they're gonna be stocking up on the gluten, no kale. It's gonna be back to the basics. We're gonna get some foot fire. That karaoke shuffle is key. Just learning to box out and stand your toes. I think we're gonna see a much improved team next year.
You love to hear that from a guy who really might have a shot at the league, but come back a year and really just leave everything there for your team. You love to see that. Seniors, nothing against freshmen and sophomores. They play hard too and deserve it, but the seniors, you really like to see them get in and be able to put in quite an effort in this tournament. As we go down, no surprise, Louisville Cardinals, Steven Enoch, the player of the game with 15 points and 6 boards. Those 3 blocks definitely evident throughout the game. As the Akron Zips shooting guard, you guessed it, Tyler Cheese with 18 points, knocking down a couple trays there. Not trays of cheese, trays is in threes. As we go to Kleiny for some further insight.
Nah, man, I think what Tyler's got to do is, if he wants to make it to that next level, he's got to age himself a little bit. Maybe a nice dry rub on there. I don't know, but I could see him in the European League next year doing some damage. He's a big bull, 5'2", 202. Add about 15 pounds of muscle. Recommend CrossFit, downtown Wad of the Day. You could any CrossFit, but I just recommend just stocking up these and working hard, Tyler. You're going to do great things.
All right, and with that, thanks again for the insight. As always, Drutter Brother Kleiny, and with that, we will take a break. Once again, join us again at 2:37 for Game 2 of Drutter Madness. Thanks all for tuning in. Second game, 2:37 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have not checked who is on the docket. Shame on me. No shame on you. We will be back. Please join us. We will see you later. Get your Drutter.